What going on YouTube? Let me get I like to do this. I got to start doing this. Monday, March the 2nd, 1:26 p.m. Glad to be alive. Rabaaht. Greetings, peace, love, joy, patience. I just wanted to come on and I'm trying not to do too much talking. I just want to come on and do this little BDell and Rod Hayes, Chief Rod Hayes. It's a good video, man. Ladies, men and women, it's a good video. Good video. Let me see. I already got it on now. Friends and foes. I got it right here. YouTube. No, it's going. Hold up. Hope everybody doing okay or well, or what they say, living your best life. Hope everybody doing okay. Happy birthday to my Uncle Marvin. Happy birthday. BDell 101.
Yeah, I'm striving for greatness, trying to make it out. We're stuck in the matrix. Yeah, I'm striving for greatness, trying to make it out. We're stuck in the matrix. Yeah, I'm striving for greatness, trying to make it out. We're stuck in the matrix. Yeah, I'm striving for greatness, trying to make it out. We're stuck in the matrix. Striving for greatness, trying to make it out. We're stuck in the matrix.
Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another transmission. You know, I got the Chief Rod Hayes in the building. And tonight's transmission, we're going to be breaking down how constitutional law is military law that is acclimated to common law, which is the tribal law that is connected to the land. So when you're talking about the resurrection of the Beys, you're talking about the resurrection of the matriarch. And the Sharifs are basically the governors of the land. We finna get into it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, we're going to get started with a tribute to Jeff Ford and Chief Angel, what's his name?
Chief Malik Angel Beys, Jeff Ford.
Yeah. So we're going to give a tribute real quick.
I know it's been a long time since I last called you back on your line. So I hope and I pray for your hand to help me on the ladder to the land. Karma's going to get to you and then you'll have a chariot with only one.
So a lot of people, they don't understand the significance of why, you know what I'm saying, we got to give, you know, veneration and credence to Jeff Ford and, you know, Chief Angel Bey, like you said. So what is the significance and how it's applied to, you know, the resurrection of the Beys?
Okay, now remember, he started off as Fort L.
Right.
And he had a lawsuit filed by the MST and the brother R. Love L, which gave him a left bump. That means In tribal language, that means this house ain't for you. You too big for this house. Go start your own house.
Right.
But in from the Black Peace Stones because they thought they was
Right.
right. But we already know that the United States Corporation Organization.
Right.
Let that sink in. We talk about the George Washington Challenge, and we had that self above the condition of the oppression. And warn us about the dirty Moors. A lot of righteous Moors, they take it the wrong way.
Right.
Right. And there ain't nobody right now walking around in them crypts like Angel Bay that I got more love for. And they still got Larry, they still got Malachi, but we got birthright on the land. And we 1-to-1 with the government.
Right.
In equal footing. The problem is we are operating in admiralty instead of, if we take the switch back to power, right? Then you will see who belong in positions of power that was usurped.
Facts.
Right? Now, some of us go back and start our research with Noble Drew Ali. Some of us go back to Prince Hall. Mm-hmm. Some of us go all the way back to the secret societies, the Scottish Rite that set up the financial system that's pretending to be our government.
Mm-hmm.
These ones who set up this Federal Reserve System is the ones whose pheasants it is in the George Washington Masonic Memorial. And so they on display. I want you to go over this right here.
Okay.
I can't see it clear enough to read it, but I want y'all to pay attention to this part. For all the righteous Moors, y'all really got to pay attention here because this is important.
Well, it says right here, here are the 5 Kushite, Comedian, Moorish names that ties Indians, Blacks to the sovereignty of America, El Beys, Al Ali. These 5 names belong to the 5 civilized tribes. These tribes are El, Cherokee, Bay, Choctaw, Day, Seminole, Al, Creek, Ali, Chickasaw. The name El means God, force or power. Bay means ruler or landlord. Day means knowledgeable. Al means the same as El, but Al is a goddess, which is a feminine energy. Ali means the exalted or most high. These 5 civilized tribes came together to form a union called the Iroquois Confederation. This confederation formed the Articles of Confederation, which formed the American government. The Articles of Confederation became the United States Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Articles of Association. These documents are called the 4 Constitutions. So right here, it shows you the diametrical difference between a Moor and a Mer, right? Because a Mer is acclimated to the governors of the land, which is basically the ones who's supposed to be enforcing the laws of the Elohim, which is connected to the executive branch. And then you got the Els, which is the cosmos lawgiver, which is a representation of the legislative branch.
Mm-hmm. So that's also been taken over by the tribe of Levi.
Right.
Right. And that's why they put us in the system of levies and liens. It's a system of Levi.
Facts.
Right. So when you go back to the tribes that we are at odds with, these is the ones that call themselves Jews and are not.
Yes. Yep.
But the synagogue of Satan. Right. Exactly. They have cat's paws. We call the cat's paws Ashkenazi and Sephardi.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The overreaching rules of law is being extended to usurp the power of territorial jurisdiction. I want you to do something because I can't see it good enough. But when you read Day, you ran across some key words that's critical to this transmission. Can you read what the Beys' job is?
The Beys are the law enforcers of the land. They represent the laws of the Elohim, which is the representation of the executive branch.
To serve Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next.
Up there to what it say on the paper, so they can hear what this is already. Because me and you didn't prepare this, by the way. This was already done by some more a long time ago.
Right. So
but it read it right up the paper.
Yeah, Bey means ruler or landlord.
Ruler or landlord.
Right.
And landlord need to be put in his proper persona. Right? Mm-hmm. So this is in effect, being that it's in the public domain, notice to agent being notice to principal, this is a community writ that overrides the administrative law judges.
Right.
There's no Article 3 judges. There's only administrative law judges. This was where the power switch when they went to the administrative law judges. They didn't tell us.
Right.
They took the people out of suits and dressed them up in black robes and called them judges. And gave them titles of nobility. That's the only way we know who they are. This out of you remember they told Trump he couldn't do the tariffs, and he turned around and used a different tariff law.
Yep.
And increased it.
Yep.
And when he was doing the press conference, he said, we believe it was foreign interference in their decisions. That's to overthrow the judiciary.
Facts.
Okay, now, when we come back over here, the landlord whose job it is, by blood and by right, not because I want him to be, to serve eviction on the corporation is currently indisposed, and we talking about Jeff Ford. Right? We call him Angel Bay because the document, remember I sent you the one that said the angel came and took the key away?
Yeah, I think I got that in the slides, I believe. If I can find it. Wait, it's a lot of slides that we got to get through. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you run the pace. So look, this is what we need to understand about Angel Bay. He is one of the highest ranked chiefs on the land. Half the tribes are unfamiliar with him if they're not from the Midwest. But the ones in the Midwest know who he is, and they know why they been calling him Angel since a little boy. Because of conflict resolution skills. They entrapped him in a FBI COINTELPRO sting operation. The government created the conditions and then lured them into a trap.
Right.
They tried it with Prince Lowe. When he didn't fall for it, they just murdered him. Stones, go look at what I'm telling y'all. When they couldn't do the same thing on the West Prince Lowe, four-cornered hustler, they murdered him. Right? He's a Vice Lord Prince. He's one of Big Mama boys. He's a golden child, and they murdered him. Right? So in the George Washington Challenge, it was saying that the royal family from the Americas and the royal families that came from Europe won't know which side of the water they come from, and they won't recognize their kindred of 200 years of oppression, miseducation, and subversion. The problem is the referees that they put in place work for the ones that came from Europe. So they was cheating the whole time. Right. And that's why they had to record everything in the paperwork. right? So now, once they start imitating the government, long as we don't know who we are and whose position and whose responsibility it is to do certain stuff. Larry Hoover is chairman of the board. He's the spokesperson for the collective tribes, and he's been in prison 50 years.
Right.
Right. And the West Coast backup that's supposed to help Angel Bay was Stan Tukey Williams. They never got to become who they were supposed to be because the system knew who they was the day they was born and put all kind of obstacles in the path. Right? Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the clock of destiny. Right? I'm talking about the Moorish Order of the Round Table to sort out who don't belong at this motherfucking table. Right? So when you look at the Moorish Science Temple, you don't never see this flag. This is the flag of the Beys.
Right.
Now, because this flag has never been flying, the Beys have been the Masonic secret. They've been hidden in plain sight, and that's how you castrate them from performing their function. This was established by the 32 degree Scottish Rite Freemasonic lodges that came over here and set up. Prince Hall was the first one to discover it. Right? When Prince Hall discovered it, all of the ones over here blocked him out of getting the information because we had to put it in the public domain according to the oral tradition. If I can find where you wrote it, then I can go show people where you said it.
Right.
And they kept backing out of the contract.
Sorry about it.
But Asana? Oops.
They taking everything that we got every time we try to, because we got to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, but they keep stealing our boots. Right? So when the conflict come in, Noble Drew Ali has to find, remember his history, merchant machine, what they call that? Merchant Marine. One of the first things you learn is how to tie and untie knots. But the lingo of the Merchant Marine is filtered into the tribal lingo to tell us that there's a knot that has to be unraveled. Right? If you zoom in on the flag of the Beys and look at the 6-point star, right, you notice there's no interlocking lines.
Right.
Right? That's for it's not knotted yet. Okay, now, when we get to the next flag, which is the red flag with the 6-point star on it. Not this one, that's the 5-point star.
Okay, let me see. Is it one of these? Yeah, there's one right here.
Yep, it's the second one right there. I sent you a picture of it. I don't know, but if you look at it, it's interlocking. Right? And that take us to who Noble Drew Ali is outing. Because he didn't use the 6. Because it was when he found it in the Moorish Zionist temple in New Jersey.
Right.
Right? This is why he left New Jersey. because these people started trying to kill him for exposing them to the tribes. Now remember, Noble Drew Ali is a Cherokee high chief. This part of the literature. Right, so he can't use the 6 because it's knotted up, it's tied up with the Zionist movement. So he created the one with the 5.
Right.
That was not originally a Moroccan flag. That was originally a Noble Drew Ali flag, a Moorish American flag. Okay, now let's go to, you got the picture of the Moorish Zionist Jews?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, now the way that they do their stars in Zionism is an interlocking 6-point star. You can't tell it when it's on a 2D surface like this, though.
Right.
Right.